Hello, so today I will talk about the problem of guns in America. So, what is more important, guns or human lives? So, how is the situation? Well, it is no secret that the USA is the country with the most guns per citizen on average. And according to the Constitution, every man in America is entitled to protect himself with a gun. But the Constitution was written in the 18th century, so things have changed a bit. There is no more need to protect ourselves from bears, from wild animals, maybe Indians or anyone who wanted to attack this like in the days. Still, every year, many children and adults die in murders or accidents related to guns. So, the most hard thing to find a solution to is the NRA. Is it a threat or a protector? So, the NRA, or the National Rifle Organization in America, was created in 1871, and it is to enforce gun laws and protect those who own guns in America. It is very, it is very linked to the Constitution and its law on guns. So, despite the commitment of the Parliament, though, and the people, as you can see in the image on the right, to tackle this problem and to kind of stop all these deaths and all this murder. But the problem is that the National Rifle Association is just too hard to beat. It's like a wall standing between the solution to the gun problems. So here are some facts. 31 is the percentage of American households that reported having a firearm in 2014. 22.4 is the percentage of adults in the USA who own a gun as of 2014. 23 million is the number of background checks the FBI conducted in 2015. And I think this is important because, of course, before selling a gun to someone, you have to first know who they are. 11 million is the number of guns made in the USA in 2013, the year after the Sandy Hook massacre. 48 is the percentage of Americans who cite protection as the main reason to own a gun. Others, or the 32%, they say that their main cause of owning a gun is hunting. 15 is the number of minutes that passed in 2016 before the first shooting of the year from when 2016 started, on January the 1st. And last but not least, 39 is the percentage by which gun-related homicides dropped between 1993 and 2011. So there was actually an improvement. Well, how is the problem being tackled? Here is what Obama says. Every single year, more than 30,000 Americans have their lives cut short by guns, said Obama at the press conference on Tuesday. We are the only advanced country on earth that sees this kind of mass violence erupt with this kind of frequency. So Obama, yes, he's currently giving his best to act against guns, but very slight changes are occurring despite that. If you look at the number of Americans killed since 9/11 by terrorism, it's less than 100. But if you look at the number that have been killed by gun violence, it's tens of thousands, says Obama. And the other article I want to talk about is the one that Robert Hayden wrote in the New York Times, where he says, "We must commit today to striving for meaningful change when it comes to gun violence. It's time for a new constitutional amendment, the right to not get shot by a gun-wielding maniac. The real question is what kind of country lets anyone buy 2 RA-15 assault rifles, which is a machine gun, with 1,400 rounds of bulletproof vest piercing ammunition. When President Clinton banned assault weapons like these in 1994, mass shootings went down, but George W. Bush signed legislation lifting this ban. I think there should be a requirement that every person who purchases a gun gets a license and its fingerprint so that police will be able to trace this gun. Also, let's make it illegal gun trafficking a federal crime. This is Robert Hayden's opinion. And lastly, my opinion. My point of view is very similar to Robert Hayden's. Why sell machine guns and deadly hyper-technological ammunition and then expect that nothing will happen, or that at least the risk won't increase? A handgun, for example, can be defined as protection, but not a military-grade assault rifle. So I think the solution is to simply stop selling weapons that can potentially cause mass murder, such as what Clinton did. Thank you, and this is my presentation on guns. Dopo lo taglio.
No, non lo tagli tu.
Sì.
No, non serve, dai.
Aprirlo.
No,
Come?
non te lo salvo. Devi rifarlo tutto.
Perché?
No, sto scherzando.
Non stai ancora registrando?
Sì.
Dai. Come lo smetti?
Sei lento.
Tu non lo sai.
Perché non usi il nuovo Mac, scusa?
Quale?
Quello là.
È di mia mamma.
Ora è più veloce. Sono un po' lì.
No, questo è più veloce, sai che la
Comunque guarda che sta ancora.
Ma fai meno.
Esci.
Fai meno. Fallo più piccolo. Fallo più piccolo.
più piccolo quello.
Ah, questo.
Ecco.
Ah, ecco, infatti. Ok, come lo chiami?
Presentation.
Sì. No, metti Guns.
Presentation.
Guns.
Non stiamo ancora registrando?
Sì.
Guns
No,
Problems.
no, basta.
Ok.
Guns America. Sì, tu hai una chiavetta.
Sì. Aspetta.
Lars, ce n'è una qua. Wow.
E questa è la mia, infatti l'ho
Ah,
portata.
davvero?
Ricordati la chiavetta. Vuoi risentirlo?
Sì. Però prima lo voglio mettere sul telefono così lo posso tagliare. Lars, dollar.
No, ma non serve tagliarlo.